Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. I just come across this article here. As you follow my channel, you know I talk a lot about MJ stocks here, and this is 3 MJ stocks to buy and hold for the next 10 years. A lot of these I've already talked about before, but just thought it was kind of interesting here on the article. So moving on here, MJ stocks might be having a hard time right now due to the lack of positive movement toward U.S. Federal legalization, but states have understood the benefit of legalization, so as long as states continue to push forward toward legalizing MJ at the medical and or the recreational level, MJ companies will keep growing. The industry is loaded with sizzling stocks that are performing staggeringly well amid the limited legal market. If there is more state legalization in 2022, that will create room for these companies to expand. Most MJ stocks are available at a bargain rate right now, but in my opinion, these 3 are right ones to buy and hold for another decade. So, just as I've said, a lot of these are a long-term hold, bare minimum of 2 years, probably more like 5, but if you want to get the biggest return out of your investment, ROI, I would hold them for a decade. But again, I don't have tax, legal, or trading advice, just stating my opinion. So, like I said, a lot of these I've already talked about, including TLRY is the first one. As a Canadian stock worth considering now is TLRY Brands. Post-merger with Afria, TLRY has been doing exceptionally well. Afria has already a profitable company with the vast exposure globally. The combined company's quarterly results have been quite impressive since the completion of the merger in May of 2021. It is a decent fiscal second quarter 2022 ended on November 30th, and its total revenue increased by 20% for the year to $155 million. Despite an early mover advantage in the Canadian medical MJ market, revenue increased by 27%, generating just $7.9 million for the first 3 months, ended on $16.3 million 6 months ended on November 30th of 2021. The company has a good presence in the European markets. Its distribution revenue generated from the German subsidiary CC Pharma fell 7% year over year, but was still contributed to 44% of total revenue. Company made a net profit of $6 million from a net loss of $89 million in the year ago quarter. Company has also realized $70 million in cost synergies by January 10th. Management is confident that TLRY will easily cross its original target of $80 million ahead of schedule and could also generate an additional $20 million in fiscal 2023. The significant diversified revenue streams are key to delivering our ultimate goal of industry leadership with $4 billion in revenue by the end of fiscal year 2024. So you can see the revenue keeps going up, and that's what's going to happen. It's just going to keep going up year after year, and this hopefully the stock price should follow that. So I feel a lot of these are good buying opportunity right now, kind of at the bottom as they've went down recently. But again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice. You just have to do your own due diligence. I'm just stating my opinion. So next one I've talked about once or twice, Columbia Care. It's a New York based that trades over the counter, CCHWF. So you'd have to have a major brokerage to buy this one. I bought this one on Fidelity. They don't charge a commission. TD Ameritrade might. I'm not for sure about Charles Schwab or any of the other major brokerages. They might charge a commission as well. So if you know if they do or not, you can leave that in the comments. That would be helpful. But its strategy as targeting limited license MJ markets is helping it flourish. Since the drug is illegal at the federal level, state regulators are restrictive on the number of licenses they issue and to whom. But the company operates 131 facilities, 99 of which are retail stores in key MJ markets such as Massachusetts, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Maryland, and Virginia. Strategy has helped it generate $396 million in revenue over its last 4 reported quarters. It has a recent third quarter. Columbia Care saw the revenue surge by a whopping 144% year over year to $132 million, and its earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, or EBITDA, be a remarkable 634% to $31 million. Company will report its fourth quarter results on March 15th, so you might want to put that on your calendar if you were in Columbia Care. But management believes the delay is setting up a regulatory market in states and recently legalized MJ that could affect the fourth quarter results. 2021 revenue could land in the range of $470 million to $485 million. Adjusted EBITDA in the range of $85 million to $95 million, and its adjusted gross profit margin could be about 46%. Next is Cresco Labs. It's an Illinois-based company, again over the counter. CRLBF is also a smaller company by size with a market cap of $1.7 billion, but it's still the much better shape. Cresco Labs does not have a vast market presence yet, but with 45 stores nationwide, company has a trailing 12-month revenue of $766 million. Third quarter, the company grew its top line by 41% year over year to $215 million. Its adjusted EBITDA was up from $40 million in the prior year to $56 million. Company is not profitable yet, but with consistent revenue and EBITDA growth, it won't be far along when it starts seeing green in its bottom line. Cresco benefited from the home state of Illinois, where it operates 10 dispensaries, which legalized recreational MJ in 2020. State crossed $1 billion in sales last year. Recently, Cresco Labs opened its 15th store in Florida, bringing its total to 50 in the United States. Florida, which is yet to legalize recreational MJ, could be a key market for the company. Could also be a challenging market as Pure True Leaf MJ dominates the market with 112 dispensaries. So both True Leaf and Cresco are very, I hate to use the word saturated, but very, they have a lot of locations in Florida, as I've talked about True Leaf before as well. Cresco's management expects a fourth quarter revenue in the range of $235 million to $245 million, and adjusted EBITDA margin of 30% for the full year, and gross profit margin above 50% for the rest of 2021. Company is estimated to report its fourth quarter results sometime this month. Wall Street analysts see upside of 154, 139, and 190% from TLRY, Cresco, and Columbia Care stock in the next 12 months. So, with between the three of those, if you can get an upside of 154 on TLRY, 139 on Cresco, and 190 on Columbia Care in the next 12 months, that would be a pretty good return. So the chart showing a drop in TLRY, Columbia, and Cresco. And so like I've said, which is a good thing, it presents a buying opportunity. That's how I look at it. So all three stocks are cheaply valued now, with the price to sell ratios between 2 and 3. They are also trading lower than their 52-week highs, making it right time to buy them at the dip. Said the MJ sector is still risky, so I would advise starting with a small investment in MJ stocks along with a diversified portfolio of other growth stocks and holding them for a decade or more to earn some bountiful returns. Like I've said on making some other MJ videos, I've done MJ ETFs. I will link those in the description. There's MJ, MSOS, I think THCX, YOLO, and there's a couple other ones that I can't remember right now, but and just going to scroll through the rest of the information here. So I've been doing some other videos on legalization. You can find those in the description as well. If you just go past about the last 2 weeks, you should be able to find those videos in the library. MJ legalization is sweeping over North America. 18 states plus Washington, D.C. have all legalized recreational MJ over the last few years, and full legalization came to Canada in October of 2018. So hopefully we will see full legalization here. I don't know. I'm projecting 2 to 5 years it should be full legalization, but that's just my opinion. And one under the radar MJ Canadian company is poised to explode from this coming MJ revolution. So, because a game-changing deal just went down between the Ontario government and the Powerhouse Company, you need to hear story today. So, but just thought that was an interesting article. You can leave your comments, which one you like best, whether it be number 1, TLRY, number 2, Columbia Care, or number 3, Cresco Labs, or if you like True Leaf. So, my personal favorite right now in regards to the company expanding and price is High Tide, HITI. I've talked about that one numerous times here on the channel, but I've talked about a lot of them. So, but again, go ahead and list your favorite in the comments, and if you have any of these, you can list their cost basis as well. That would be interesting to know. And if there's any other MJ stocks or any other stocks out there, period, you want me to take a look at and do a video, I'd be happy to do that as well. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.